Hello everyone, welcome to Alina's Fashion. Today we're going to be talking about a gown. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. This is the gown we're going to be talking about. It's very simple to make. Watch out, keep watching and see how it's going to be done. Okay, so this is what we have. This is measurements. This is what we're going to be using for this particular style. We're going to be taking our shoulder. You measure your shoulder, divide it by 2 and add 0.5. Shoulder to bust, shoulder to your waist. Bust divide by 4 plus 2 inches. Waist divide by 4 plus 2 inches. Hip divide by 4 plus 3 inches. Take your shoulder to hip full length plus 2 inches. Okay, so this is your fabric. You make sure it's well arranged. Make sure you fold it in by 4. Okay, fold it in 4 places. This is it. I folded it and I also pinned it up, okay, so that it will stay firm. So make sure this is the outer, the right part of the fabric. This is the wrong part. So our first measurement will be the full length. You take your full length, impute your full length plus 2 inches. I'm using the length of 42 plus 2 inches will give me 44. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking my shoulder measurement. Shoulder divided by 2 plus 0.5 inches. I have 8.5 inches. Okay, I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant. Okay, 1 inch for the shoulder slant like this. Then I'm going to impute the 8.5 inches also for the armhole. From shoulder to 10 inches is my client's shoulder to bust. You take yours and impute it as well. From shoulder to 15 inches is her waist. Okay, waist length. Okay, then from the waist you just take 9 inches to get your hip line. Okay, so this is it. The neck, now I'm going to be using 4 by 2.5 for the back neckline. I'm imputing everything together. You're going to see how I'm going to cut it. 4 by 2.5. Okay, for the front is 4 inches by 6 inches. The front neckline is deeper than the back. Okay, so this is it. You always measure 1 inch before you curve out your neckline. Okay, you can see the 1 inch also for the front neckline. I've curved it out to that 1 inch. Okay guys, now we're going to be taking the measurement for the bust. The bust measurement is 11.75. The waist is 11.5. The hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches, I have 13.5. Okay, then for the hem, you take the hip plus 2 inches. Hip plus 2 inches so that you'll be able to pass through your body. I've said this before. Okay, so for the armhole now, I'm going to draw the line straight, okay, to meet the armhole line. Okay, I'm going to just have a curve here. I'll come back to work on the armhole only for the front bodice. Okay, you shape your gown now. Join all the points together. Join all your points together from bust to waist, waist to hip, and hip to hem. Okay, so then you cut it out. This is simple, very simple. So for the neckline, as you can see, this is for the both front and back. I'm removing the back bodice so that I'll be cutting the front now. Don't make the mistake of cutting both together, except you want both neckline to be the same. My front neckline is coming deeper than the back, so I've removed the back bodice. Now I'm going to come in the armhole by half inches. Just take the armhole measurement, divide it by 2, then you come in by that particular side by 0.5 inch and curve it. Okay guys, you curve it so that the front bodice will have the shape, hold the bust so that there won't be much gathers at the armpit area. We've always been doing this. You shape your front armhole, you come in deeper. Okay, so now I'm going to be cutting the neckline. This is 4 by 6 inches, 4 width, 6 depth inches. So here it is guys, the front and back bodice. So we're going to be imputing our final measurement. Okay, so you arrange it this way, your shoulder to the bust. Okay, then at that your bust point, you're going to be taking your actual bust measurement, the actual bust measurement, okay, divided by 2, not 4 again. So my actual bust measurement divided by 4, okay, is 9.5. I add that 9.5 to get to another 9.5 to give me 19.5 inches. So I'm going to be marking this as my bust measurement. What you do, you just, this time around, don't divide it by, just remove the allowance and just input your data. Same for the waist. Okay, my waist divided by 2, not 4 again, by 2 because it's flat now. Then as you can see, this remaining part is the sewing allowance, the 2 inches I added. Same with the hip. Okay, you do your hip, you divide it by 2. Okay, this is it. I folded what I have, okay, by 2, and I have 23.5. Okay, I'm going to mark that point. So this is your sewing allowance. This is how you shape your gown, so that that sewing allowance is just there for you to know what to to sew on, like in your seam, your inseam. So now you have your actual shape. Now get the actual shape of your client or whoever you're making a dress for. So I'm covering it out now. So this is what you do. After doing that, you you cut the armhole, the sleeves. Okay, you turn the neckline with your bias. So I'm cutting the sleeve now. I've folded this fabric into four. You can see the length. I folded into two, then I folded it into four. Okay, make sure you're working on the wrong part of the fabric. Just place your bodice and then give it a trace on the sleeve. This is a very simple way of cutting your sleeve. Place your armhole, okay, your sleeve armhole, okay, then just trace it on the sleeve. Then you take your sleeve, the width of your sleeve, then you connect the point. This is the simplest way of cutting the sleeve. Here you go. This my measurements for the length is 10 plus 2 inches, okay, for the folding, okay. So this is how to cut your free gown. This gown is so simple to cut. You cut it out. So when you cut your sleeve out, what you do is just sew it to the bodice, okay. And I also attached pocket to this gown. I made the pocket 2.5 inch after the waistline. So what you do, you remove your sleeve and then you create a little S, a kind of slack S on the front part of the sleeve. Make sure you arrange it left and right sleeve, and then you make something like a slack S. I'm just giving this the easiest method of cutting this gown. So easy, anybody can cut it, okay. So I've made something like a very lengthy X, just something on the front part of the sleeve. As you can see, I've arranged it like the left and the right sleeve. Don't make the mistake of cutting it without placing it like this, so that you know how you're cutting it. That you won't go and cut the both sleeves at the wrong places. You may cut one for the front and the other one you may cut at the back, and then you won't be able to use the left sleeve on the left side of the armhole, or the right sleeve at the right side. So the way I have positioned it, just cut it this way. Cut your long lengthy X this way. Okay, so there you go. You just attach to your bodice, sew it once. I turned the neck with bias, and there you go. You have your gown ready. This is the gown. This is the back view. Okay, this is the neckline and the full length. Okay, you can see how beautiful it is. Very beautiful. Okay, this is the gown with a pocket in it. I'm going to make a video on how to fix your pocket, but I told you I came down by 2.5 inches for the pocket. Okay, so this is the free gown. Very beautiful to make. Very beautiful to make. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share the video, leave your comments. I'll be glad to see them. Thank you for watching Lena's Fashion. Have a nice time. I love you.